Welcome class 10. Today we are going to learn about power rating of electrical appliances and household consumption of electrical energy. We all have seen the power ratings in the electrical appliances like this. This is a card which holds the rating over here. It shows the voltage 220 to 240 volts, and here this shows the power 1850 to 2200 watts of power will be consumed. Similarly, you can see various other stickers or tags where you will see of different brands they mentioning their power as well as the uh, voltage and also the frequency. In this case 60 hertz is the frequency which is being used out here. Here also you can see the voltage, frequency and the power. So we'll be talking about a bulb with 100 watts and 220 volt. So the main supply out here is 220 volt. The power consumption is 100 watts. Okay, 100 watt means it consumes 100 joules of energy in 1 second. We all know that in the previous chapter that we have learned that power is equal to V squared by R. So replacing P and R their respective places, then we'll get R is equal to V squared by P. That means we can measure resistance of that filament of the bulb or the circuit which is while it is in use. So we can easily find out what is the resistance of that particular filament. And also we have learned that power is equal to V into I. I is equal to P by V. This I is called as the safe limit of current. Safe limit means if you exceed the flow of current more than the safe limit, then the appliance may get damaged. Simple example, let's say there is a bulb of 100 watt which operates in 220 volt. So we can measure the resistance using these two values, 220 volts squared by the power 100. So when this is calculated, you will get equal to 484 ohms. So that is the value of the resistance of the filament while it is in use. Similarly, if we put these values, power equals to 100 watt and the voltage is equal to 220 volt down here, then P by V is equal to 100 by 220, which is equal to 0.454 ampere or very close to 0.5 ampere. This means that if the current exceeds 0.5 ampere, it may cause the bulb to fuse, or it may cause any appliance whichever is being operated on that particular voltage, it may fuse, because at higher voltage an excessive current will flow through the filament or the resistance of the appliance, which will raise its temperature, and thus the filament will melt or the resistance may get damaged and the whole appliance will be damaged. It cannot be used further. So the safe limit indicates that only that much amount of current has to be passed, or else the appliance may get damaged. So if the voltage is high, more current will pass, thus the bulb will glow more brightly. In this case we are considering about a bulb. If the voltage is high, then obviously the current will glow more brightly. We all have noticed this in our home, right? And also if the voltage is low, then less current will pass, thus the bulb will glow less. So if we again consider 100 watt of bulb which operates in 220 volt of voltage, then we have learned that resistance used will be equal to 484 ohms. But if the voltage drops to 110 volts somehow, okay, if there is any disturbance and the voltage is dropped to 110 volts, then what may happen? Now the resistance is going to be fixed. Okay, if the resistance is fixed, then R is equal to V squared by P. In this case, we'll use P is equal to V squared by R. Then here 110 squared by power, 110 squared by resistance. Over here R and P has to be replaced. 484 is the resistance which is being used. Then while calculating this, you will get this is equal to 25 watt. Okay, similarly, if the voltage increases to 250 volt, then P is equal to V squared by R. Over here R and P should be replaced. Okay, then you will get 250 squared by 484 watt. Then this will result to 129.1 watt. So you can see when the voltage decreases to 110 volt, then the power also decreases to 25 watt. And when the voltage is 250 volt, the power is 129.1 watt. So this is the calculation that shows us that if the voltage is higher, then more current will flow and more will be the consumption of electrical energy. And if the voltage is low, similarly less current will pass and the bulb will glow less, and thus it will consume less amount of electrical energy. Next we have household consumption of electrical energy. We all know that in our house, in our homes, we have electric meter which measures how much amount of electrical energy is being consumed. Okay, so this electric meter finds out how much electrical energy we are consuming, and thus we have to pay the bill accordingly. So this electrical energy which is measured in terms of kilowatt hour. This kilowatt hour is considered as 1 unit, or we can say that 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 BOT unit. Now this BOT stands for Board of Trade. It is a British term, BOT, which is actually in short we can say commercial unit of measuring the electrical energy. If we are talking about 1 unit of electrical energy, then we are talking about 1 kilowatt hour of electrical energy, or simply 1 BOT unit of electrical energy. So the energy which is measured in kilowatt hour is actually power in kilowatt times time in hour. For example, let's say that in a house there are 2 bulbs of 100 watt each and 2 fans of 60 watt each. If the fans and bulbs are used for 10 hours each day, calculate the electric energy consumed. Also, if the cost per unit is rupees 4.50, calculate the amount of electric bill to be paid per month. So the power of each bulb is 100 watt. There are 2 bulbs, therefore the power for 2 bulbs will be 100 into 2, 200 watt. And also there are 2 fans of 60 watt each. So power of each fan is equal to 60 watt. That means power of 2 fans is equal to 60 into 2, 120 watts. So therefore we can say that the total power being consumed is equal to 200 plus 120, that is equal to 320 watt. And also the total time duration for power consumption, over here it's mentioned 10 hours every day. So for 1 month it will be 10 hours into 30, that will be equal to 300 hours. And thus the total power consumed in a month becomes equal to 320 watt, that is the power consumption in every hour. Okay, 320 into 300, that will give us 96,000 watt hour. That if you convert it into kilowatt hour, then dividing it by 1000 will get 96 kilowatt hour. Now the cost of 1 unit is 4.5 rupees. So the cost of 96 units will be 96 into rupees 4.50, that is equal to rupees 432. So rupees 432 will be the total cost and the amount to be paid as bill every month. So this is how we can do the calculations. In the next class, we'll learn more about this type of numericals and calculations, and also we will learn about how the bills are prepared as the consumption of electrical energy. Thank you.